Hello? Tell the motherfuckers playing with me, bro.
Psycho Stu. Worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu? Hit me. Tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, hey, I think that's a little. Hey, I think that's a little. Hey, I think that's a little. Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro.
Flashback.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Let the kick land and count. Let the kick land and count. Let the kick land and count. What? What happened? Ooh.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I wouldn't do that shit to you. I wouldn't do that shit tonight. And I wear 16 ounces. These niggas be wearing 10s and shit. I don't be doing none of that fucking shit. But if I do, I'd be the bad guy, and I'd get fucking kicked out the gym and shit. Look like the fucking bad guy.
End of flashback.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good. What
the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
Pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. And shit pissed me off. And I'm gonna have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get it that. I don't. What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, I will fuck him up.
Fucking seal that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, as long as I can do that. Yeah.
It's all gonna work out.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get the chance to go in there and now really fuck him up. It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see you about to see how fake of a crash out.
I know his shit. You fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit, bro.
So I get it today. Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs, knock him out. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him? People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man. Hey. Stop this shit, man.
Right, Joe. I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W if I should slam him first. I'm not fucking around. You don't think I can do it, Miggy? Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this dude. Oh, you think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Suave. I bet you wouldn't be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what I do to him. Tony, I'm gonna show you. Tony. Because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger.
Pro wrestling guy. Don't know my son. and he hit him over the head with like a can or beer can or a bottle or something. And my son didn't know it didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son. And he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something. And Roger didn't react, but Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything because I told Roger not to get punched, but still nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, you ain't gonna sell it? You don't sell it? When you in pro wrestling, when you sell, it's like, cause that shit fake. MMA, we do real shit. And he said, you ain't gonna sell it? So when you don't sell, it make the other pro wrestler look bad, like he weak or something. But my son, he don't know nothing about that shit. So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I gotta talk to his coach. Yeah, Roger wasn't aware. Roger didn't know what was going on. He just thought he was going and talking to those dudes.
I apologize. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I just thought you were just stay with the camera.
I get it.
That's some fucked up ass shit, man. These motherfuckers playing, they fuck with my son. They playing with my motherfucking DNA. They playing with my motherfucking name. I'm the only motherfucker that can fuck with my son. Nobody else on this fucking planet better fuck with my motherfucking son. Now, he's safe. He told me he's safe. But I saw exactly what happened from that clip.
I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit.
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go, Roger.
You can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Roger, let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you try.
I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
All right, I'll call you back later.
Let's go. Ready? Get in the car. Let's go.
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.
Salute to the King, man. Salute to the Ville. Drop a like, drop a comment. We gotta take a quick side quest from FixYaFace to talk about this shit. And before I do that, I gotta let off a full disclaimer because I'm about to get some conversations going on this one. Listen. First and foremost, to the homie that you know what I'm saying was assaulted in this situation, you know, my condolences, and you know, to the family. I hope that he gets a full speedy recovery and all that. You know what I'm saying? With that said, y'all already know. Y'all already know the deal with me. Y'all already know I'm gonna call it down the middle. And after, you know, sitting back and watching the fallout from this, this has taken over the whole internet. All right, this is trending all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over YouTube. All right, everybody's giving their spins on it. This is transcending. Streamers are covering it. All right, wrestling blogs are obviously gonna cover it. MMA blogs are obviously gonna cover it. But this is transcended through everything, just because of, you know, I mean, y'all saw the clip. Y'all saw the clip in the beginning. And if you know what I'm saying, you just got to go to Twitter just to even see, you know what I'm saying, how crazy this shit looked. I watched this shit like 40 times, bro. This right here was dead ass a moment of somebody, they got in a situation and they blacked out. They blacked out. Instincts kicked in. I know everybody don't want to have the realistic conversation behind this, but how come nobody's bringing up the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Raja was concussed going into the event literally earlier in the day. You could I believe as of this drop, the content's still up. Full video, full stream is still up. And if it's up, then it should show Raja earlier in the day sitting there talking about how he was throwing up early in the morning, how he was concussed after the sparring battle that I showed y'all in the beginning of the video. He went to a wrestling event. We all know, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert for those that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that I'm going to have to break it to y'all, but wrestling is fake. That word used to be like, you could not say that word, but apparently with what they got going on Netflix and all the stuff that WWE doing and all this shit like that, these guys have become the modern day theater. All right? That word fake doesn't resonate as hard as it used to when it was the 90s and they would punch you in the face and these guys were like 6'5", 6'6" as a norm. All right? You don't want to get punched in the face by Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock or none of these guys. But then you know what I'm saying? You grow up. You grow up. Kayfabe goes away. We grow up. And I see WWE here and there, you know what I'm saying? It pops up in my algorithm. I see the bloggers and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I see the cover. If anything, the only way I even stay in tune with that type of, you know, that section of entertainment would be through these bloggers and these little, you know what I'm saying, when you want to take a step back, you know what I'm saying, you want to have a reminisce session, where you want a flashback. I want to have a throwback Thursday. Let me take it back to the 90s when I was a kid. Let me see the behind the scenes stories and all that shit. It's intriguing as an adult to know, hey, these guys, you know what I'm saying, this is how they facilitated this, and the only way that I, you know what I'm saying, look at, they got WWE and Unreal on Netflix, where they're literally talking about how they put all this shit together. They removed that suspending disbelief is gone. It's out the window. But for those that don't know, it's not just WWE. They have all these little mini tiny promotions that they call independents, right? Right? And this was, I don't know if y'all remember Rikishi. Rikishi was a dude that, you know what I'm saying, did the stink face, you know what I'm saying? He backed his ass up to motherfuckers' faces and that was his finisher. And then he had the Rikishi drop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think his sons is right now is the Usos. They you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing their things and shit like that. I think he got all his sons up in that bitch. But this is his wrestling promotion. Right? And we're just going to call a spade a spade. Raja should not have been there. With the concussion and all of that, he should not have been there. Take a day off from streaming. This is where we have to have the conversation of yo, when is too much streaming? When is too much? Yo, it's back to school week for me as a you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here watching, make sure my son got, you know, is good, everything good, and then this gotta become part of the schedule. It can't become life. I know IRL streaming is the new wave and all of that, but even the IRL streamers, yo, y'all gotta take a lesson from the reality TV days. Like, yo, y'all take a break. Take a break. Take a day off. Take 2 days off. Because what this does to your mind, what that chat does. And trust me, gang, the prominence of this platform, the whole first year I spent doing lives, the chat can literally engage you and make you take the show a whole different direction. I still watch it right now from the sections that I used to fuck, you know what I'm saying, that I used to be around, or I'm still around them. But I'm not involved. Because it's a cycle. It's an ever-going cycle. You try not to engage in this shit, and even I get caught up in the trolling and all of that, but I never sit here and I'm not going to sit here and call no man a bitch or no man and get them to, when I can see that this guy is concussed, when I can see that, yo, he not in the right state of mind, and he just got hit earlier in the stream, earlier in the day, he just got, and he's sitting with that. He's sitting with that. When you concussed, like, yo, there's a ringing that don't go away. Could you imagine, like, the headache that and then he's sitting there reading the comments. He's sitting there reading the comments, and the comments is going. They're egging him on. They're just egging him on. So where we got to hold ourselves accountable as the viewer and as the chat, y'all got to hold yourselves accountable. Everything that you say play a role. Everything that y'all say play a role. But it's also on the venue, and it's also on the promotion, and it's also on the very guy that got assaulted. Just calling it what it is. You're backstage at an indie event, at a promotion that nobody knows about outside of wrestling. You guys have there's no TV deals in place. You guys are not on TNT or USA or Netflix. Y'all are not. So where if you are a logical grown-ass man, all right, stop using the military as an exploitation. Salute to him for his services, but y'all can't sit there and put a little clip together and say, well, he's a military veteran, and put a clip together to get the sob stories and remove the fact that he was just drunk and the dude rolled up on the guy and he was treating him like a boy. The guy grabbed the guy by his... Anybody in a real situation that's not for that and is a trained fighter, you're lucky that he didn't flip him. You're lucky that he didn't fold him right there. But as you saw, Rampage must have told him before that, yo, don't get into no trouble. Rampage, it didn't work, but don't get into no trouble. Don't get into no bullshit. But what do you do when a dude takes a fucking can of beer, a random can of beer? Not even, yo, there's no more kayfabe. All these shits, maybe back in the day was real because they didn't know how to prop these things up. But we in 2025. They got prop cans. They got prop bottles. They got prop. Everything's a prop. Everything's a prop. They score the tables. They do. I'm sorry that I'm taking away the curtains for those that believe still. But that's just what it is. I know my heart was broken too when I was like 12, 11. I was like, oh damn. I remember when I popped up into school. I was like, yo, middle school. I was hustling on the street, but I was like, yo, they got wrestling? Oh, basketball and wrestling? Oh, yeah, I'm signing up for... Man, my little naive little kid ass was sitting there thinking that it was wrestling, like WWE. I wanted to pop motherfuckers. I thought, hey, this was going to be a way for me to get my aggressions off. I thought this was going to be... Man, when we pulled up to that joint and it was wrestling. It was wrestling, like tights, like leotard tights. I don't know what they call them. The onesies. And you're sitting there and you're grappling with motherfuckers, your nuts all in faces and all that shit, bro. Like, nah, bro. I'll take a Muay Thai. I'll take a boxing. I'll take up something that if I'm gonna slam you, bang. I can spar with you, and I don't gotta do it with my nuts in the face to score 3 points, my nigga. Like I'm sorry, I ain't gonna hold you, gang. Like I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But it was then when hey, you had to find out. You started questioning, like, wait a minute, why isn't this not in high school? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's on TV, and they market it as wrestling, and then came the day. When I sat there, bro, and I was watching this shit with my friend Mike. We sitting there watching this shit on a Thursday. I don't even remember who the fuck it was. But somebody decided to take a camera angle, all right? And homie went to go kick the dude, and the dude went like this. Like he got kicked, and the foot never touched. It never touched him. And I was like, wait a minute. Man, that's when the movie montage in your brain plays, and it's like, dun, 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 and you start figuring it out. You know, that end of the movie Saw shit, and everything just starts to make sense. You're like, oh, shit, wait a minute. Oh, shit. No, that's why this guy didn't go to jail when he threw this guy over the bridge. Oh, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a minute. You have Undertaker and this guy that burned his houses and all this shit like that, and that's like, why ain't nobody in jail? I'm from the hood. Everybody goes to jail. Is it because they white? I really did think that as a kid. I was like, damn, it's because they white. It's because they white. But y'all a little promotion. Y'all not like this big, you know what I'm saying, like big league type shit, you know what I'm saying? You guys are like a feeder. Y'all a feeder system. For woulda, coulda, shouldas, maybes. Maybes. So homies back there, y'all are back there. It ain't no green room situation. Y'all, it looked like it was like a low tier, back tier. Ain't no spot for nobody. There ain't no catering over there. They ain't no. They hanging out by the cars. They hanging out in the parking lot. They tailgating. So they getting drunk, all this shit like that. You got Roger there, and homie takes the can and bah, right on the side of the head. Concussion, remember, concussion. I'm not excusing what Roger did. Please don't take this as me excusing what Roger did. But we gotta understand both sides. We can't get upset off the fact that the way that it ended was not the way that we thought it was gonna end. Because everybody in that chat that was egging him on didn't know he was going to let off 23 punches. Yup, I said it, 23 punches. They didn't think that he was going to land 23 of them Johns. They didn't think he was going to slam him. Nobody explained to him. They told him what a receipt was, but they didn't tell him what it entailed. Hey, yo, hit him one time. A receipt in wrestling is when somebody, cold clocks you because they're supposed to pull their punches, right? But they accidentally clock you while you catch them later on in the match. You clock them back. There, henceforth, the receipt, right? Look at me. Yo, I know a lot about a little. I know a lot about a little. I'm like a journeyman. I know about. Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, all right? I don't need no fucking AI. I don't need no Google. It's right here. It's right here. It lives right here. It's called life, culture. I was raised in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all niggas in the background. Don't act like we don't know what it is. Homie was a drunk white dude, all right? And when you grab this dude's neck and you sitting there like that, you say, yo, you're not gonna work. Like, you're not gonna play along. And homie already told you, and somebody already told you prior to that, yo, he's not a worker. He's not a worker. It took a little bit for you to finally get it. It took for them to say, yo, you can get your receipt in the ring. It took for them to sit there for you to then apologize. Because I see all these guys. Yo, some guy came across my algorithm, JD from, I guess he's a big a wrestling guy. You know what I'm saying? We cover hip-hop over. He covers wrestling. That guy covers wrestling, right? Hey, yo, JD from NY, you sound like a racist motherfucker, bro. You got no says and none of this shit, bro. Keep talking your wrestling shit. I copped a few of your videos, bro. I see the undertones and you know what I'm saying? Brody, stay over there covering AEW and WWE and all that shit, bro. You got no say in nothing MMA fighting. All you bloggers that cover this wrestling shit and look like y'all can't hold your own in a fight. That's why you so mad. That's why you condemning this guy. Yeah, quick. Let's send a black man to jail. Let's just send him to jail. He's showing y'all nothing. He's been trolled on his show forever and a day. I'm not even saying nothing with Rampage. Rampage, gang, but you a dad and a son. You watching a dad and a son troll each other. You know what I'm saying? And the chat gets involved. That's the problem. I watch their shit, right? That's the problem of the shit. But what you're watching is a dude that's sitting there and he has to live in his dad's shadow. You can clearly tell he wants to prove himself to his father. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? MMA, his debut didn't go the way that he intended it to. But, you know what I'm saying? Homie's still working. He's trying to find his way. He ain't got no money. Rampage is making him work for that shit, rightfully so. Earn your keep. Earn what you think. You know what I'm saying? Earn your name. It's so quick to throw somebody into jail, right? It's so quick to say that. But we're not going to sit here and talk about it just like how it is. Homie played a stupid game and he got a stupid prize. Period. Point blank, period. There was no reason for him to sit there and play wrestling. Nobody back there was playing wrestling. I got 3 clips that I got to go over. Gang, listen. The little homie that sat there talking about he was gonna do this and he was gonna do that. This guy right here, the little wrestler that stopped that said he stopped him, right?
Just want to make sure.
This guy right here,
the person out front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch, and by then I'm.
You couldn't handle him even when the shit happened. You couldn't handle him. So the fact that you were sitting on this podcast or whatever, I don't know who the fuck homie over here was. He just wanted to get a view. Everybody on here is doing this shit for clout. Then you wonder why the wrestling business and or these guys are sitting there saying, yo, mum's the word, don't get no police involved. That's one thing about wrestling, that they're like the hood. They're like the streets. Yo, we not talking to the police. We gonna handle this inside. Because everybody was in the wrong in here. Let's just say Raja never got his lick back. Let's just say Raja never got the receipt. Now, I am in the belief that Raja should have done that shit right off rip. But if his pops told him, yo, don't get into no trouble, all right, and they telling you right then and there, yo, let's work this in the ring. Even a guy walked up to homie and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying, yo, put the cameras away. We're trying to think, we're going to work this in the ring. So they were trying to make it into the angle. So it's already on the wrestling. So let's just say it didn't go the way that y'all didn't like it the way that it went. Let's just say it was light. See, because I've seen niggas get punched like that in real life. So it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me, especially when you see the whole lead up to it. It didn't bother me as much. What bothered me was the fact that he lost his cool. He lost his cool. He lost his cool. I didn't like the fact that he had no self-control in the moment, and you could have just knocked dude out, and that's it. But he blacked out, so I have to understand that part too. I can't sit there and act like that don't exist. I can't act like the concussion didn't exist. I can't act like when you caught in a moment that don't exist, because I've been there. A lot of us have been there. Anybody that's been in a fight has been there. Especially when somebody do something like that. Yo, holding your neck. See, if you're white, yo, JD, if you're white, you wouldn't understand what it feels like, a white man putting their hands on you like this and trying to hold, and you a fighter? For real? Come on. Come on, JD. Come on, JD. I don't know you like that, but come on, JD. Watch a couple of your videos. You have these guys. You got the dude in the black shirt. Nothing to do with it. I guess he was in the promotion at one point. I guess he's salty. He, like, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to say something. Then you got this dude right here.
People in front of me, and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would just
drinking on the podcast. Y'all are proving my point. Y'all can't even do this podcast without drinking, without getting sloshed. Because guess what? I've been to an indie show before. Yes, gang. In my 20s, I went to an indie show. And they fun as hell. Not even gonna lie. They fun as hell. They get away with a lot of bullshit. But you heard what I said. They get away with a lot of bullshit. Every drinking back there. Y'all ever seen the movie The Wrestler? These motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? There's no guidelines. What, you think it's because it's Rikishi school? There's guidelines? There's no guidelines in this bitch. There's no guidelines in this bitch. Let's not act like, yo, no, everybody responsible. So what lawsuit? What jail time? If he gonna serve jail time, let the city and the state do that. But that case is going to be crazy if it go to trial because he got the money behind him already. Rampage already said, yo, I save bail money for him. I say, which is a crazy saying, Rampage. I ain't going to hold you. That's crazy, but you said it. You said it. But it took like 30 of y'all to sit there and take this dude off. So you can't sit there. It's like a homie in a fight, bro. You get your ass whooped, and then all of a sudden you want to talk shit afterwards, bro. After like I left the fucking block, my nigga. Like I'm no longer there. I'm no longer there. And I've watched wrestling and I watch MMA and I actively spar. So like even the sparring shit, doing a roundhouse kick in a sparring sesh to a dude that's bigger than you. I guess I think he was in a bigger weight class than him, and he's using bigger gloves than you. Like, yo, Browdy, open season that boy. And I know the other homie that's the fighter that was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I would have dodged you. I would have done this, yo. Why don't you fight me? Da, 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 da. Bro, I hope Raja don't take that fight, and I hope that I don't even know who you are. I've heard of you, but I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Your fights haven't come across the board. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, if I was to see Raja whoop your ass, gay, I promise you I would cover it. Because you got to let this shit rock. This has all of y'all literally that did not watch. All these people did probably never watched Rampage Jackson and his son. They probably never watched none of these clips. They never see nothing. The only reason that this has anything to do with anything is because it's a wrestling guy and they tied the military veteran behind that shit, and that equals views. All right. So now everybody got to say, and everybody want to put a black man behind jail. And I'm sorry, I can't get behind that. Especially if you don't put it in the comments. Am I somebody that's ignorant? Did I not have I heard of him having a record? Have I heard him of being a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a loose cannon and all this shit like that? So what I've been seeing as a dude working through his adulthood and working through trying, you know what I'm saying, to try and establish a relationship with his father. And then I see y'all trying to clown that. I saw this white goofy out here trying to clown that. But you sitting there drunk as hell. You can't even be sober for the interview. You can't be sober for the interview because you need that. You need that juice. Just like the other guy needed the juice to sit there and pop him for no reason. Agreed to the actual receipt against an MMA fighter who didn't go there to do an angle, who didn't go there to do MMA, didn't go there to do wrestling. Y'all talk about clout, you know what I'm saying? And then we got little fucking face paint boy. I'm not even gonna go too much on these guys because I want to go off of this little fucking goofy ass dude that try to go outside. And you can clearly tell that this boy is a nobody. You know what I'm saying? You clearly tell he's like, all of y'all is like weird. That's why you stay there. That's why nobody ever heard of y'all. The fact that your man is down on the mat, he's knocked out. Beyond knocked out. It took 30 of y'all to even maneuver this guy. And now all of y'all want to act tough. Now you sitting there because they got the cameras out and you want to sit here and talk this bullshit.
Get out your cameras right now.
Get out your
Rampage
cameras.
Jackson. Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson.
Got like in his
With
50s.
all due respect, your son came up and disrespected our show, big dog. So I'm telling you right now, your son disrespected our show.
How are you cutting
a
promo?
I got
Your
barely
man's
got like 10 followers online because I'm really not that popping.
Yeah, we see why you're doing this because you got 10 followers. Listen, gang. Listen, I'm not on Twitter like that. I get it. I got like 11. Like I got 11. Who gives a shit? Your man's is on the fucking mat. Knock the fuck out. Why ain't you inside helping your mans? Raja's gone. Raja's gone. But see, y'all niggas is always performing. Y'all, you gotta be the big stepper. You look stupid right now. You look stupid in baseball pants with high socks. You got Chucks on with baseball pants, my nigga. Bro, this guy look like a ghetto version of what's that movie with Mel Gibson? What's that movie with comments? What's that movie where he painted his face like that? He goes, "Photo!" I don't know why. I never watched him. I think I watched the movie one time with Mike. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like somebody tell me the movie. But that movie. All right? You look stupid. Y'all here outside stupid. Roger's gone. Why don't you run up after him? You big body wrestler. Why didn't you run after him? You were one of the 30 that it took. You couldn't even get this boy. Let's let you.
But today, I'm about to get popping. I'm telling you
fucking
right
meth heads, bro. Meth heads.
It's freeze under.
He drugged up, adrenaline going.
That's what it is, right? Knox Pro Entertainment. All day, every day, I bleed it, bro. I'm telling you right now.
And the promotion should have reeled all y'all motherfuckers back. Whoever's the lead of this, I know Rakishi's just the name on it. Whoever leading this shit should get fired. How about that?
You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you right now. So listen up. You about to ask a question. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh boy, busting my homie up. His son came here and busted my homie up.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not supposed to laugh at that. But it's just hilarious to just to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like you outside while your man's is sitting there bleeding out, bro. He's sitting there bleeding out. And I hope he makes a speedy recovery. But you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, all right? Like if it was straight up, like if it was black or brown, y'all wouldn't be saying this was crazy. Y'all wouldn't be saying this is crazy. Y'all would have been like, let's keep it real. Let's be real. Let's keep it a hundo. A stack. If this was a black guy or somebody of my shade, y'all would not be saying this. If it was me or anybody that's darker than me sitting there smashing a white MMA guy, right, with a beer can, and then that white guy proceeds to do all the same things, be on a fucking stream, be all that shit like that. And guess how many N-words would be in that stream? Guess how many N-words would be dropped in that bitch? And guess how, as soon as he drops me, what happens? Punch, 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 punch. You're gonna be like, oh, he may have gone overboard a little bit, but he shouldn't. The guy shouldn't have been so aggressive and started doing something in wrestling, when it wasn't wrestling. Y'all would have been saying that. So let's keep that energy. Y'all not gonna sit there and run this because he's Rampage Jackson's son or because he's a black man. Let's just be clear. This is what y'all doing. If the promotion wasn't in the wrong, if the guy was nowhere in the wrong, and this was not a clout chase for y'all, the military thing and all that, WWE would have never cut their ties with the ID program that they got with y'all, because they know this shit funky. Just the aesthetics alone looks stupid on both sides. I'm still gonna say that on both sides. Raja should have never been there. Whoever's around Raja should have told him to take the day off. The moment he said he was throwing up in the morning. His pops is somewhere else. He is a grown-ass man. Whoever is around him directly needed to tell him, yo, this ain't, not today, bro. Tell him next event. You know how many indie events that motherfuckers throw? Like, it wouldn't have been that important. It wouldn't have been that important. All right? It wouldn't have been that important. Both sides are accountable. All right? Y'all would have sat there, all right? When it was a major league, right? When it was a major league, when it was Travis Scott, right? When it was Travis Scott, right? Who sat there and tagged, you know what I'm saying, Cody Rhodes. What did y'all say? Y'all say, yo, when he did this, right? You remember this? Remember this? This is this year. This is this year, bro. This is this year. And listen, I agree, man. Travis Scott hit like a bitch. Like, I think Travis Scott's a bitch. Dope music. Bitch ass nigga. But y'all wanted him to get the receipt. Including me. I was like, yo, that was wild, bro. That was wild. They told you to hit the boy and you went and smacked the living, like he had no, you know what I'm saying? He had no holding. But they trained him. They were training him to be a wrestler. They explained him the rules. So there should be an uproar about that. Nobody was sitting there sending him to jail and doing all this shit like that. Nobody was saying none of that. Y'all were saying to say he should get his receipt. He should get his receipt. Right? Raja got his receipt. Y'all just don't like how hard the receipts was. Alright? Y'all didn't expect the levels that it would get to because nobody explained it to him. Nobody explained it to him. It's so goofy in that promotion, right? It's so goofy in that promotion that y'all dumbasses, right? Y'all had literally a guy pin a motherfucker. Y'all had a guy pin a motherfucker, bro. Like, what was this? What was this? Like, somebody really tell me. Like, what is it? Let me run that shit back. What was this? Homie's knocked out. And you got some weirdo chick in the background. You know what I'm saying? Some weirdo chick in the background. And then you got the white boys talking about, oh, Sophie is crying, and she was crying, and there was kids crying, and it was, bro, nobody knew. I can guarantee you, everybody there was just like, oh shit, it was quiet, air sucked out of the room, obviously. But come on, bro. there's a stigma to wrestling, and I don't want to put that stigma on it, but let's not act like we don't know. Let's not act like we don't know who goes to these shows. Let's not act like we don't know what these wrestlers be doing behind the scenes, and not the major ones. We're talking about like the indies, like the ones that never made it. So miss me with all that shit. You're not gonna pull at my heartstrings, alright? Because we're just gonna call a spade a spade. Both sides are wrong. Both sides are wrong. Alright? Both sides are wrong. Raja was wrong in showing up and reacting the way that he did. I felt like he should have reacted in the moment if that's what it was. But again, I will put that with the disclaimer that if Rampage, sat there and talked to them the way that he said he did, you know what I'm saying, then, he was holding back. If they gave him the option for the receipt and he got in that and he got lost in the moment, he's gonna have to face whatever consequences come behind that. But for me to sit here as a person and be like, yo, you know what? Send this man to jail. As a man that comes from where I come from, and I'm not pulling no color behind it, because that's what y'all do. Y'all got those undertones. Alright? And if we speak up and have those undertones, then we say, oh, yo, we being too aggressive. Or we say, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to say this calmly. Your man's got knocked the fuck out. He played a stupid he played a stupid game and he won a stupid prize. Alright? And I hope that he get better. But y'all can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Hold both sides accountable. Don't sit there and just be dick riding the fucking wrestler, you know what I'm saying? Just because of some exploitation shit, alright? Alright? So, JD! Check your shit at the door, bro. Stick to wrestling, gang. Alright? Anything else? Fighting? My nigga, you get knocked the fuck out. Relax.
Never. Always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.